Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Terra Battle 2. Today we're talking about the Recode quest, just giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to best do it. At this stage you can select your friend, so go for somebody who has high stats. If you see just above OK, you're looking for somebody above 100, some people might be 200. They're the guys you want to be taking into battle, so you are going to be guaranteed to take out those dragons every time you surround them. So on this one, I just had a look. I think there was somebody who was high at the top, which had 200 stats. I think it was the Xena. Yeah, Xena had 203 on attack, so I went in with her. I have a Xena Z class as well. So you've got red dragons and blue dragons, and they both do two different things. So red dragons will go for the treasure. They can move 3 steps once it's their turn. So at this point they can take that treasure. Red dragons can also knock you out of the way to take the treasure, but within 3 steps. So here in the first quest you just want to go for kills because the first level is really easy. You just want to get those surrounds. You don't need to protect the treasure. Now blue dragons work differently in that they can move 5 steps on their go, and they are different in the sense that they cannot knock you off treasure. They cannot be moved in battle because they've got a purple surrounding them, but they will move towards the treasure and sometimes block you in if you're in the corner. So you sometimes have to watch that. It just means they are harder to take out in a go, and sometimes you have to leave them in a place where you just trying to take out. Sometimes you'll have to block treasure. So there are different treasure types. As you'll see, the one in the top right hand corner is sparkling. Those ones are the ones that you want to prioritize. Don't worry too much about sacrificing those going in there. So there is one on the right there. Now the blues are all over the place. They're too scattered for me to realistically take them out in one go. I prioritize getting rid of the reds. They will probably cause the most difficulty going to the last few rounds, and there will be in the later rounds, if you kind of just, sometimes I scratch the first round off, let the treasure be taken, just try and take out as many people, and then in later rounds, if you've got rid of the red guys and there's just blue guys popping up, you can just sit on the treasure then, and you can just keep one person. You've got 3 people, you can have more. You can then just sit on the treasure and block it from the blue guys. So here, prioritizing the reds, you see the reds move 5. This is the treasure you want to go for, and it's like sparkly rainbow. I think that's the best treasure that you can get. So now I'm blocking it. Blue guys moving in. Another good treasure at the bottom. Pretty fortunate that the red guy spawns right in between those guys, so I don't even have to take them out. Counting the steps there shows that that blue guy at the bottom would be able to move down and take that treasure, so I need to block that off. You can see the blue guys surrounding that treasure now. And so here we have a situation where I can't realistically, I can't move the red guy down at the bottom. It's best to take him up top. And it will mean that this guy's 5 steps away from my treasure, and he will still stick around the best treasure nearby. And we have a red guy on the board, so just wanting to take this guy out. I'm not too worried about the treasures, but I think I end up getting all of them on this go. Yeah, so I'm looking to try and get the red dragon on the far right side. No, I actually opt to just block the treasure, and he will prioritize the good one, and the red dragon can't move 3 steps, so I get all 4. So sometimes you don't need to take them out, it's just about strategically placing them when you can move them, so they're away from the treasure in the later stages. So again, in the first round, we've got not a great treasure there, so I don't really want to be prioritizing it. I just want to, the blue at the top is obviously not within range of it, so I can take those guys out, leave him at the top. He moves towards it, but he's not within range. And I'm pretty fortunate here in that there's only 1 red spawning in the final stages, and I can take the blue and red out in one go, so I'm opting to do that. You do have to be, sometimes you are just pushed for time, last minute. So I've got 2 treasures free, and everything. The board is clear. It just means those early stages matter so much. If you can clear them in the first round, it helps so much in the later stages. So we've got a gold treasure here, and so I want to get the red up top, but it's going to be difficult to get him up top. I've got to avoid all those. I have a misplay there, but it means that they're still not in range. So I'm fortunate there that I keep them. Also, by the way, if you do move one of the red dragons onto the treasure and when you're moving them towards getting the surrounds, if you go over the treasure, it will still kill them even if it's your turn. So be wary of that. Final round, I have 4 treasures. The aim is to take out them all. Last minute, I sacrificed that one because it's the worst treasure and it means I can get them all clear off the board, and I'm not at risk of losing those treasures. Now we got blues. I think I just prioritize the best ones here. Yeah, prioritize them, and they don't actually go for the blue because they move towards the better treasure. So that's the high level strategy. If you can block one of the good ones, the blue ones will move towards them and will actually leave some of the weaker ones out. So always prioritize the best trophy, best chests. And there you can see I got a monstrous soul. That's a really good loot. So that's it. I think this is the easy mode of a recoding. So there on the display, as you see here, there are 6 dragons, so there's going to be more variants. I'm guessing they're going to do different things, but I'm looking forward to this. I really like this. It's a really fun mode to play and a good way of getting quick loot because the gameplay is quite quick. Okay, so hopefully that's helped you. If you need any more clarification, just pop some comments in below. I'll do my best to try and answer them. And any more questions on any other area of the games that you'd like me to put videos out, again, put comments below and I will do my best to research and put a good video out to briefly explain how to do that as well. Okay, so for this video, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe to keep up to date with future information. That's all from me. See you soon.